Good afternoon and welcome through the Static. I am having just a little bit of an issue here. I think I'm good. Yes. So good afternoon and welcome to Through the Static in my 4th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Dun, 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 dun. I'm really excited to be here, and we're in the studio. So anybody who is, I don't see. I think maybe the feed is a little delayed. I don't see it yet on. I guess it's here.
Yeah, we're on.
I don't see it on mine. I don't know. Maybe it's just a delayed. But hello, everybody. Can you see us?
I think they can.
Yes, I love that. So
how could they not see you?
So I am Stephen the Medium. I'm the host of this show, and I have my handsome. Now that I say handsome, people actually get to see you.
That's right.
So my handsome co-host, a hubby, and everything else. Who are you?
I'm a hobby now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm your hobby?
Yeah.
Is that what it...
You're not?
Is that what that means?
I can change that if you like.
To what?
I mean, I'm an attorney. I can file the divorce papers if you want.
Oh, dear. I'm Coach Elix.
Coach Elix is in the house,
That's
too.
right.
And we've got this precious mock clock here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the great thing is that I know when we do the stream, you get to see Mock, but we're not here. So, right, we're doing it from the back cave. But today we're here, and it's always so great to get to be here in the studio and do a little tour around before, on Facebook Live, and I included YouTube. That's really exciting. So, but what's going on with you?
Well, I'm just very happy to be here. I'm happy to be celebrating 4 years anniversary, because that also means I'm coming up in my own anniversary too, coming up, because if not for you, I wouldn't be having the opportunity I have to be on the show, on the radio also. So
well, it's really just about me. I have just been guiding you and pulling you, and
after 30 years, I've learned to just really say, yes, sir, you're right.
Well, here we go. Here's the scoop on that.
Mm-hmm.
So July 2018, there was, I spoke to the station manager, and he told me what to do. You fill out, sort of like a proposal of a show, and the board has to approve it. So he tells me it's one particular night, and I think it was at 7 p.m. So I come in, we go into the studio, and I sit down, and I think there was about 4 of us or 5 of us, something like that. I don't remember. But I do know the gentleman who I'm looking at right now was in the same room as me, and I just thought he seems very nice, and he was pitching a show to Mock Clock that does Mock's Jukebox 3 to 5 before mine. And Mock, you started yours a week before me, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I started July 25th, but both of us, pretty much this is like both our anniversaries in celebration, right? Because it's 4 years for both of us.
Yep, absolutely.
I love it. And Mark had no idea he was going to be roped into not only producing my show, but then, Mr. Puerto Rican comes along and Mark gets sucked into doing that one too. So
I don't know if I'd use the word roped.
I thought you were going to say sucked. No?
Well, not that either. No, I mean, but just a little hindsight. How I ended up doing the show, Jim Jones, our producer, the boss of all of us here, came into the studio during my first show the week before and said, oh, by the way, do you remember that guy, Stephen, that was at the meeting, the medium guy? I'm like,
yeah, the one that talks to dead people?
Yeah. I'm like, yes. And he says, would you mind staying and doing his show? You're going to be here anyway because your show's 3 to 4, and he's going to
go 3 to 5,
and he's going to do his show at 5 o'clock. So
it was perfect. It was perfect.
So I'm like, okay. But I got to admit, I wondered how it was going to go, if you know what I mean, because I was very ignorant about what you did, how you did it, what the show was going to be like,
of course.
People call in, Yeah.
Oh, you thought I was going to walk in with like on the right God and the left the devil,
Yeah.
like not knowing what was
Well,
going to
a
happen.
lot of people
right?
don't know, so some people make those assumptions. They get scared.
Yes, but you know the greatest thing about what happened is that above and beyond this show, and even though Mark produces your show too, this created such a beautiful friendship that we consider you and Miss Ellie, your mom and dad, a family now. So that's the best thing.
And
Oh, yeah.
and what I'm gonna say is, thank God, Mark, because if not for you, all I can tell you is there's no way Steven could figure out anything about how to do any of that. He wouldn't be able to do it without Spirit. With Spirit talking to him, there's no way. Last night we were at an event. This is the truth, Mark. And he was gonna speak, and he's like, "Well, I can ask for a microphone because they clearly have a microphone speaker right there." I'm like, "What? That's a humidifier, Steven. That is not a microphone speaker." So yes, he does not have technical ability. Just saying. So.
It looked just like a speaker.
But it said humidifier.
Well, I
so
thought that was the brand name of the speaker, like something new,
honestly,
like humidifier, man.
This is what life looks like at home. Not exaggeration.
It is like a sitcom.
But I just want to say to people, anybody can do a show on this station. Okay, it's a public station. If you want to come in and do a show about whatever, come on in.
Fossils, you do it.
Talk to Steven. Could do 4 shows here easy. Okay, you two could do your show. We could do an hour about you and what goes.
I like that. Say more.
What goes on?
What? Say
in your
more.
life.
Say more.
We could do,
No, I love that. But before I run out of time, let me administratively say that. So last night, we had a big day. This was such a big week, right? So that yesterday we had another premiere of Lady of the Dunes, the documentary, my first documentary that I am premiered in. And it was at Water's Edge Cinema in P-Town. So Elix and I went there, had dinner at Victor's before, and then headed over to the cinema. Frank Durant, who we just adore, is the producer and director, the creator of this amazing documentary. And unfortunately, something happened. It has to be very, something very crucial for Frank not to be there. That's his baby. But he couldn't get there, so he just said, "Buddy, Steven, it's on you." So I was able, which I loved, getting up and doing an introduction with my humidifier speaker, and then the documentary played, and then we did a Q&A afterwards. So it was really amazing.
And like I said before in the live, for those of you who know Steven, you can imagine how difficult it was for him to step into the spotlight last night. Very difficult.
Yeah, I almost didn't do it.
Yes.
I was very very concerned. Well, actually, because I know what this documentary is, and I know the quality, and I know Frank did this incredible, amazing job, and we've already been in April. We were at the documentary. I know the feedback. I know people love it, and just like people loved last night. I mean, they applauded at the end. They stayed for question and answers. They gave feedback as they were leaving. It was pretty cool. And you know what was the coolest thing is that I can't remember her name. That as we were walking out, this cutie, she's adorable. She's like, "Steven, I just wanted to say hi. I don't know if you remember when we filmed, and we filmed in April of 2021. She said, I was part of the film crew." And then I remembered. It was really, really cool. So I told her to email me so we can keep in touch. She's finishing her last year of school. She's going to be a dynamite boy, whatever happens and wherever she goes. So, but Lady of the Dunes, everyone keeps asking me, when can they see it if you're not local? And hopefully soon. I think Frank is getting to a point of narrowing down the distributor. So who he's going to bring this to, whether it's going to be like on PBS, whether it's going to be you can just purchase it like via DVD or a digital download, whether it's going to be like on YouTube and you have to purchase it that way, or Apple. I don't know. So I just spoke to Frank this morning, and we're working on that, or he's working on that, and I'm trying to support him as much as possible. Another great thing about here today, and I'm going to take a break and hopefully go to some calls, is I am giving away not only one reading, whoever gets the reading is also going to be able to gift a reading to whoever they want. So your best friend, your mother, your father, it doesn't matter. You can't do both readings, but you can gift it, and it's just one person. And I think that is a really good deal. You get me for free, and it's a great thing. So I've counted which caller is going to get this. I don't know who this is going to be, so we'll see. So, it's 5:15. We're going to take a break. 508-222-1320 is the number to call if you want a reading. And plus, if you're on my Facebook page, Stephen the Medium, or if you're not on social media, go to WARA 1320AM's YouTube channel, and you can see us there too. So either way, you'll see us in the studio, and you see our cute mugs, and we will be right back. To change the way things, on the commercial as we're coming in and you hear the music, I know like on Facebook, I don't think you hear it, but if you listen to the station live, you hear my intro music and we're just jamming. That's one of my favorite songs. Mm-hmm. So let's start this show off with my first caller. Hello, who is this?
Hello.
What's your first name?
Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. How are you?
Good. How are you? I never know who. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either, Stacy. I have no idea.
When you answer the phone and you're on hold, sometimes you can hear the other people, so I never know if.
Yes, yeah, that kind of Stacy. That kind of throws people. But you're here with me now, so let's get this going. So, well, Stacy, it's kind of interesting. As soon as I tune into you, you've got both sides, mom and dad's side, both coming through because there's. It feels like one grandmother from one side and one grandfather from the other side stepping forward. And who's Anne? Is that your middle name?
Anne is my grandmother's sister.
But she's crossed, right?
She is.
Wow. So know that great Aunt Ann wants to let you. Wow, I love how she just bumped your grandmother and just letting you know.
Because, well, she passed most recently, and my son has all of her, like, crucifixes and rosary beads, and
wow, Stacy, this is
he
so.
talks to her a lot.
I love that. I love how cool this is, and that your great aunt Anne wanted to make sure you know not only that she's validating that, but that how happy. All I can tell you is that woman she must have had a beautiful heart in this world, because I can feel her energy. She's next to me, and she's got a lot of tears, but just happy tears, and just how much she loves you, and I don't know why she's saying this. Why? I've never seen this in spirit, Stacy. She keeps showing me like a lamp. A lamp or a light post. I don't, Stacy, I don't know where to go with that. I've never seen that in spirit in when I do readings. Let me ask you something. Do you remember any like car accidents of somebody hitting something? Like a while back?
No, I mean, I crashed my grandmother's car, but it wasn't a light post or anything.
No, but wait a minute. This was your grandmother's car?
Yeah, when I probably like 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Oh,
yes, that's so it. I just said to you, this is the grandmother who's crossed, though, right?
Yes.
I just said to her.
Her and Anna best friends, and they traveled everywhere together.
Oh my God! I cannot believe that they're tag teaming you, Stacy.
I love it.
That Anne is giving the validations for you and your son, but your grandmother. I love the fact that I just said to her, What a first validation. You're talking about your granddaughter smashing your car. She's laughing and smiling, and I will tell you something. That grandmother just said, I could give her a second car, and if she did the same, as long as she was okay, I don't care. She just loves you so much, and just she's. I mean, do you have just one boy?
I have a boy and then a 17-year-old girl.
Got it. So I knew when she separated the one, and I knew it was just the one boy. So just making sure you know that she's giving Victoria, Valerie, Vinny. Who's she talking about? There's a V, first name, middle name, last name, either living or crossed. There's a Vanessa, Victoria. There's something with a V. I never get that letter a lot. But just Stacy, make sure you keep it with you if it doesn't come. Your grandmother keeps drawing the V, but I'm not really sure if it is a name or I think it's a place like Virginia or something, or it's city.
Virginia, yeah.
What's Virginia?
My mom grew up in Virginia with my Nana on the base because my grandfather was a Marine.
Wow.
So in North Carolina, and then they went to Virginia, and then they came.
Wow. Well,
up to Massachusetts.
Stacy, this is all about your grandmother, your great aunt Anne, and everybody else that's here, and just giving you these big hugs. And your grandmother just said my granddaughter is really, really connected. And someone sewed or did alterations or crocheted, because I keep seeing hands and needles. So someone did something like that but it feels more like a pin. It feels like I keep getting somebody talking about a. Wait a minute, are they saying a pin or a pen? Wait a minute, Stacy, did somebody write? Did you used to blog, or did someone like writing?
No. Well, I have a writing of my Nana's that I just had put on a plaque for my mom for, I don't know, whatever last holiday it was.
I love this.
But it was her handwriting that I had engraved on a plaque.
Wow. So it's all grandma just giving such beautiful validations for you and how much she loves you, but also how much she watches the kids too. That's a big deal. And just, one thing that your grandmother just said, because I got to move along, but I'll tell you, the last thing your grandmother just said is honey, looking right at you and said, embrace, Stacy, embrace everything about you, because there's so many gifts that you have that are coming, that will come to fruition, but you have to make sure you embrace who you are and you don't let any fear step in the way. So maybe something that you've been thinking about, or whatever the case may be, I always tell people, Stacy, when I do these readings, nothing, not even a word comes out of my mouth that's not meant to be to the person I'm reading. So the spirit is very selective, and they know they have a short period of time, so they know that they want to give you specific things. So I'm going to leave you with that, Stacy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Lots of love to you, Stacy.
Happy 4 years.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. I love it.
Bye, Elix. Bye.
I love it. Bye, Stacy. Let me go to the next caller. Like, her energy was incredible, Stacy. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello. Who's this?
This is Lana.
Lana. Hi, Lana.
Hi, can you hear me, or do I need to take my headphones out?
No, I can hear you perfectly. You do whatever you feel comfortable is, but... Oh, I hear that.
Oh, yes.
I-
I started barking the second I got on the phone.
You know, Lana, that really is spirit. You know, animals are so connected, so that I'm sure your pup just hears. When I just said pup, there's a C or K name. C or K. Who had a C or K named dog? Or cat? There's something, or a breed. Nothing you know of?
No.
Okay, keep it. Well, this is a double validation, Lana, because there's also like a
Chow. I had a chow.
Oh,
A cow.
you had a cow?
A chow. A chow dog.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lana, I love you. You know why? Because
Double
this is a double validation. Because we had a chow too. So your connection is helping bring our chow through. Also, I love this, and
I love that.
I love that also. But you know, also with the C or K, there's a Catherine or Kevin or Chris. There's a C or K connected to you. Either living
Kirsten,
or who's Kristen?
my daughter.
Well, I also love that. So just make sure you know that everybody in spirit's giving that also as a rose. What's rose? There's no one connected with the name, middle name, first name Rose, either living or cross.
Yes, there is.
Who is that?
It was my children. Like she was like a grandma.
Wow. And her name was Rose?
Yes.
Wow, I love that she's also letting you know that she's, you know what, she's very polite and didn't know whether she should do this or not, but she just said, you know, I just want, I actually just heard her say, I just want beautiful Lana to know, you know, the funny thing, she just said to me, I wanted beautiful Lana to know I'm here and watching everybody, watching the family. Wait, you have 2 kids?
I have 2 girls.
Okay, she just said 2, and it could be 2 girls, but she just said that she wants to make sure you always remember what an incredible mom you are. I'm sure you know that, but I'm telling you, she just said, Stephen, sometimes she doesn't give herself credit for who she is as a mother, because she raised the bar down here, and we all watch that. But Lana, there's someone really young that's in spirit. Did someone lose a child?
I did.
Oh wow. And
can I tell you something?
Yes.
She actually died on Rose's grave.
Wait a minute. Say that again, Lana.
She passed away on Rose's grave.
How?
Wait, your daughter?
Yes.
Oh my! I just got chills through my entire body, Lana.
I do too.
Oh my God! I you know that I'm sure that's personal for how and how that and why that happened. But imagine, Lana, your daughter is screaming like screaming, so excited. Like my mom needed to know it was me, and that's the best way. That specific validation about Grandma Rose. Also, in both stepping forward, and boy, I just heard your daughter say to me, you know, Stephen, it's very funny. Your daughter just called me Stevie. That when I was when I was a kid, that's what if people say call me Steve, I'm like, no, I'm not taking that. I'm not having that. I hate that name, Stevie or Steven. But when I was a kid, people used to call me Stevie, and some people still do now.
I do.
Yeah, Elix does. I love I feel like I'm so close to your daughter now that I love that she just looked at me and was like, Stevie, I got to tell you something. I'm like, yeah, tell me. She said, when you were saying about how my mom is like the greatest mommy ever, that was me. Tell mom that was me. And everybody connected to you in spirit is applauding Lana, just really validating what an incredible soul you are. And I'll tell you something, Lana. You may feel as if you're connected, right? That you get signs, even though your daughter just said to me, "Nah, my mom's always like, why don't I get more? Why don't I get more? I'm not feeling anything." But I will tell you something, Lana. You mark my words that over the next couple of years, and it could, within the next couple of years, and I don't know when, something is changing with you. Something is opening up because your daughter just showed me like a flower. Like opening up, and it feels like there's some kind of flower that doesn't, it only opens up like every 17 years or something like that, and your daughter just showed me that. So she just said, Ma, just keep trusting, I'm always with you, but just keep trusting that you're seeing these signs because they're there, and there's something pretty fantastic that happens with you. And I got to take a break, Lana. Thank you so much for this. This was such a validation for me too, and Elix with the chow. So lots of love. And I'll tell you, your daughter just ran to you and has her arms around you and just keeps kissing your face. So I'll leave you with that. I love that, Lana.
Okay, thank
lots
you.
of love, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. What a surprise and break. I just turned around and Elaine, who does Out and About with Elaine on Saturdays from 7 to 9, is in the lobby. So I get to hug her and get to see her. And what a beautiful soul Elaine is. So hi, Elaine. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, this is Crystal.
Crystal, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Well, Crystal, I think you're going to be really, really good because, as I told Elix, the third phone call I get here is going to be the person who wins the free reading with me. So, Crystal, I love it. And you not only get a free reading with me, but you actually also have a reading to gift to somebody. So there's actually two readings going to you that you do one with me, and then you can't do both with me. You can't just, I know you want to be selfish and just take that love in spirit. But I'm kidding, Crystal. You can give it to your mom, dad, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever you like. What a deal is that?
Oh my! I am like so touched right now.
I'm so excited. So what I'm going to do, Crystal, so because you're going to get me by yourself, I am going to just ask you to shoot me an email, stephenthemedium@gmail.com. Just go to my website. You can find my email. Just shoot me an email so I have a way to get in touch with you. And I'm not going to take up time and do a reading because you're going to get your own reading, and we will set this up. But, Crystal, I got to tell you, congratulations on my 4th year anniversary party.
Yay.
And I am so psyched to get to do this because I don't know if I know you. You don't sound familiar, but I will tell you, you are freakishly connected. So I'm really excited to get to do this.
I know
I love it, Crystal. I love it. So listen, make sure you email me so that we can set this up. But congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Happy anniversary.
Oh,
Thank
thank you. Lots of love to you,
you.
Crystal. Bye bye.
How lucky is she?
Yeah. Well, I told you whoever the third person was going to be was going to get this.
I
So.
know it.
Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, this is Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Carrie. So let me tune in and see what's going on. You also got a lot. Carrie, there's a father energy that steps forward first for you, but your dad is here, right? Living?
No, my dad is passed.
Wow. I would never have guessed that, but I know it's him now. But at some point, did he smoke at some point?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Because the first thing he shows me is like Marlboros, and I'm like, well, I guess you want me to say you smoked, right? So he wanted to be the first person to step forward, and I just said to him, we just started this reading, and you've got tears in your eyes. He's so excited to get to let you know that he's here and keeps hugging you. Carrie, he keeps talking about this. I don't know if this is two different things, and he's talking fast, and I'm telling him to slow down. He keeps showing me a cross. Did someone have like well, let me ask you this. Does someone have, and maybe not for him, but he keeps also talking about a tattoo, and it feels like it's on the arm. Does someone connected to you have a tattoo that's in memory of somebody?
My niece has one in memory of him, but it's not a cross.
Got it. So I thought it was separate. So I just wanted to get that validation. And to him, that is such a cool thing that your niece has a tattoo for him. No, this I can see the actual the letters of the cross. Like I should know this growing up Catholic, but
what it?
Yeah, but it's a cross. Your father keeps talking about, what it feels like? It feels like something connected to a service, that someone has someone's cross, or someone made a cross like with like flowers, or I don't know. Just make sure you hang on to it. But your father just said,
Okay.
So.
Okay, Dad.
Richard, who's the R connected to you? Living or crossed?
Richard living and crossed.
So who's the Richard crossed?
My father-in-law.
Wow. You know what? I was going to go to the one living, because spirit validates people living, but clearly your father-in-law wanted to be first, to let you know that he's also here stepping forward. And I'll tell you, that cross is connected to his side. So to his are you still married to his husband, to his son?
Yes, I am. Yep.
So make sure you keep that cross is on that side. And there's also a Bertha or Bob or Barbara. There's a B, really strong B connected on that side too, on your father-in-law's side. Either living or cross, and it could be a first name, last name. And sometimes I don't know whether it's a middle name, first name, last name, but your father-in-law keeps saying two. Does he have 2 kids? You have 2 kids. What's the 2?
We have 2 boys.
Got it. So just make sure BM. Your father-in-law just said BM, BM. Those are. It feels like they're initials of somebody. B as in like Bob and M as in Mary, but it feels like they go together here, Carrie. So make sure you hang on to it. Unless, does someone have a BMW?
My sister does.
You know,
but also my father is Bob and my mother-in-law is Mary. And they're both crossed, and they're probably all hanging out
oh
together.
my God, they so are. I love that. I love how they give that validation with the initials, with the B and the M. So, you know, I was surprised when I didn't hear about the Bob or Barbara, but I love that you gave me that validation. And Carrie, yes, they are having a great time, and they're all around you, and they're with you. But someone also military. I just saw the hand go up in the flag. You know, I know like back generations, people were in the military, but on your husband's side, there was nobody more recently. Like your father-in-law was. Do you remember if was he in the military?
He was, yes. Yes.
So you know, I don't know like, age-wise, and again, I know that back in that generation there was a lot of military. But your father-in-law is just said to me that he's always around. He talked about a scar or something on someone's leg, a tattoo or a scar. Somebody's got something. That's very prominent, and he sort of keeps pointing to your husband. Your husband doesn't have like a marking or something on one of his legs or ankle or foot?
No, nope.
Well, if it's not him, then Carrie, just make sure you keep it with you. There's, you know, when they show me very quickly, I don't know if it's like a scar, if it's a like a very significant birthmark or a tattoo. There's something. Oh no! It's a tattoo. So who's got a portrait, a face picture? There's a tattoo of a face. There's something, somebody connected to either you or your husband that has, and it could be small, but it is a portrait because it feels like they lost their son in Walter, Wendy. Who's the W connected? William. There's a W connected to you or your
my father-in-law.
Either it could be either side, but your husband's side has a lot of energy, and with this W, they keep showing me like, wait a minute, Carrie, you didn't have somebody connected, or your husband have somebody connected that was was very like in the public eye, like a police or fire or somebody who like people knew or maybe did like a bench for them or some kind of memorial? There's something connected to one of you two, because I can feel like it almost feels like it's like it would be on TV. Not that it really would be on TV, but why they do that is they show me that somebody is acknowledged for what they did. Like and it's sort of like a bigwig, but you know what, Carrie? It feels as if it's a grandfather generation, like something happened and there's a street named after you. Don't, Carrie, help me out here. You don't remember something there's a big plaque in a park or a street name, or there's something here with you? Nothing you know of?
Well, kind of, and I don't know if it's a reach, but we're in the process of having a bench put on at the end of their street, and we just found out that it was supposed to be ordered and going through, and the guy quit. It was never ordered.
That would be it.
That could be it.
Oh, that's not could be it. That is it. That absolutely is. I love that, and
I promised my mother-in-law on her deathbed that we would get this bench in. So yes, she's on me for it, I think.
Oh, Carrie, I just got goose pimples through my whole body. I love that. I love that they wanted to validate that. And you know, on this side, I've got everyone staring at me like she knows. I'm like, I am doing my best to get Carrie to get here. I swear I am. But I love it. And I don't remember when I talk. I think because someone just said, Stephen, you said bench. So if I did. You'll hear it in the recording.
You did say bench.
Yeah. So just know that everyone, not your mother-in-law just said, I would never ever be on this doll. I would never be on Carrie to get something done. We just we just appreciate everything about her. And your mother-in-law just said, my son was the luckiest person in the world to find her and to get her. So what
Aw.
a beautiful acknowledgement of you, and just again just how much they love
You're
you.
the best.
So I love that.
Thank you.
But they will. Let me tell you, when the bench is finalized, they're all going to be there. And your father-in-law just said, "I'm going to sit on it every single day." So just know that. I love that. And I got to take a break. So Carrie, thank you for letting me do that, and lots of love to
That's
you. Okay.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Carrie. Bye bye.
Happy anniversary. You
Ah,
guys have
thank
fun.
you. Thank you.
you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Through the Static. I'm going to go right to the phone calls because I don't have much time. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Me?
Me? Yeah. Oh, hi, me.
Hi, this is Ginny.
Ginny, how are you?
Good. How are you,
I'm
sir?
good, Ginny, too. So, Ginny, dad energy. As soon as I hear your voice, father. Is your father here or crossed?
He's crossed.
First person. He's. This is interesting, Ginny. He just said to me, "I'm silently always around my daughter," but he also said the 8th, August. Is something birthday or an anniversary in August or the 8th of a month, Ginny? Do you know?
It's my lucky number.
Oh,
8 is my lucky number.
that would be it. So just make sure I was just about to say, they just draw an 8 and I have to figure it out or try to help you figure it out. I love, and mom, but grandmother, is your mother still here?
No.
Well, so your mother and grandmother are stepping forward. And Ginny, I know we're July 27th. Your mother just said there's a birthday or an anniversary really close. Like really close. When someone shows me the bouquet of flowers, it's either 2 weeks back or 2 weeks forward. So there's an anniversary of death or a celebration or a birthday. It could be you, brother, sister, mom, dad. just make sure you keep it. God, they are saying so much here. I just heard someone say Ginny wants to hear a lot. Wants to hear a lot. Ginny, there was a move recently, or there's a move coming up.
I'm retiring.
But are you moving?
No.
So then
My brother moved.
Oh, I was just going to say, if it's not, when did he move?
Gosh, maybe 4 months ago.
Oh, that would be it then. Because, sometimes people say, oh, 12 years ago he moved. And I'm like, no, that's not it. So if it's 4 months, yeah, it's mom, dad, and everybody just giving that also as a validation. Did someone have some issue with their eyes or eye? I keep you.
My partner did. My partner did.
But is your partner here or in spirit?
She's in spirit since January.
Wow. So know that she's stepping forward, and she just keeps. Oh my God, she's something else. Ginny. I love her, but she actually just stood next to me and said, I want to tell her I love her, and then there's also stuff I want to tell her that she needs to do. She's very, very funny. I love her. But whatever the eye thing is, it's just a way to get me to that it is her. And she just said to me, Stephen, this is. I want to make sure you hear this and all the listeners hear this, that Ginny is the biggest-hearted, compassionate, kindest person you will ever meet, and that she keeps putting her hand on her heart and thanking you. And she keeps saying, Ginny, thank you for everything, and that she would not have she just said to me, and I can't say this word, but she said, I know, Ginny, I sometimes could act like an ASS, and not be. It almost makes me feel like she's saying that she wished she was more emotionally, like showed more emotions than she did. And that's not to say she wasn't emotional. It just says from her perspective, she just said, if I had a minute to come back in the physical world, she said, Ginny, all I would do is just hug you. That's it. I would just hug you, say nothing, and I would just like penetrate my love just to let you know how much I love you. Are you getting a tattoo, or did she have a tattoo for you?
Oh my God, yes, I just got one.
I love it. She knows. She knows.
Does she approve?
Oh my God, she loves it. The great thing is that she just said, Ginny, if there's anything you remember about this reading, is that I walk with you, like everywhere you go, I go. Ginny said, I think she's going to get sick of me. I said, I don't think that's possible. But she's with you. If you go to the store to buy milk, she's going with you. She loves you. She just keeps saying, Ginny, make sure you know that some point, I love what she just said. Ginny, hon, you have to be here. You've got so much more to do. There's a reason why you're here, and that eventually, just like all of us will, I'll meet you. We'll be reunited. But right now, you've got you may think, and I know you said you're retiring, Ginny. You better rest up, because there's a lot you've got to do, and your impact on people is incredible. I don't know. Your partner just said she doesn't understand that. Like, she doesn't get that. She does Ginny. She's who Ginny is. She doesn't get the impact she has on so many people that absolutely love her, and that she just keeps hugging you and hugging you and hugging you, Ginny. So I'm pressed for time. I got to stop. So I'm going to leave you with that. But thank you, Jenny.
All right. Thank you, Stephen.
Lots of love to you, Jenny. Bye-bye. And let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen.
Hi, this is Samantha.
Samantha?
Yes.
Okay. So, Samantha, first of all, let me just start off saying that I love your name, because you remind me of Samantha Stevens from Bewitched, just saying. One of my favorite shows. I can't help but say that. Samantha, oh, wow. There's a lot going around you. I don't even know yet who's here and who's telling me this, but I'm going to tell you. Your brain, your mind does not stop. It's just
No.
it goes and goes and goes and goes. But you know the great thing is that it feels like first of all it's a grandmother stepping forward. But she just said to me, wait, is your dad's mom? She comes from the left. Is your dad's mom crossed?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think she's alive.
Well, there's a
We
grand. There's a
haven't been in contact.
okay. Got it, Samantha. It could be a great grandmother. Who's the E? Like Elizabeth or Edward or the E connection. There's a living cross. There's
Oh, my father's name is Eric.
Do you just remember that?
We've been estranged.
Well, Samantha, I always tell people that there's a reason why in these readings, especially on the radio, because they know I don't have enough time. They're very direct, and they will pinpoint things that they want you to hear. And I will tell you what I was about to say, and now I know it's definitely your father's side, is that whether that's grandmother or great grandmother, that everything that you've been through and that everything that you've learned, that grandmother or great grandmother just said, Stephen, she's a warrior. How she gets through things, and she's why in spirit everyone's so impressed with you. It's not just because of like who you are, but in the compassion and the kindness. But it is Samantha. I'm sure you know this, that if you want something done and they say no, you're going to break down the no barrier, the no wall. You're going to get there and you're going to figure it out. And that they want to give that as a validation. Why did you just get a car? Or is there something wrong with the car? Why do they keep talking about the car?
No, I don't. I don't even have a license.
So I don't know. That's not it, Samantha. There's just leave this with you. There's a car that I know this is going to sound really weird, but it feels like someone abandons it. It feels like at some point, and I don't know how long ago this is. Somebody is being chased. And they leave the car somewhere. It's like either they don't have a license, or there's no insurance, or it's registered, but there's something there. And Bill, who's the B? Barbara? There's a B. This
I have an uncle on my father's side, Bob.
And do you know whether he's living or crossed?
I think that he's still living.
Got it. Well, all I can tell you is that there's a reason why all dads, someone's favorite flower, yellow rose, yellow sunflower, daisy. There's something.
On my mother's side, my grandfather, on his casket, there were yellow roses.
Wow. I love that your mom's side stepping forward too, just to give a big hug and a validation for you, Samantha. I will tell you something that I don't see this a lot. You've got like this cheerleading crew that is in spirit, that just is cheering you on. And don't ever forget that whether you know this, whether you feel this, whether you acknowledge this, that whatever you've done in your life is just, they're all in awe of you. They just love you so much, and that what you've got coming forward, you've got a very, very busy year, like in a good way, in a very good way.
Yeah.
So
I met my son return, so it's going to be my 33rd year.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, I love that, Samantha. And all of this is just to give you those accolades and just how proud everybody is. And I got to let you go because the show is ending, Samantha. Thank you so much for letting me do this.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right, bye-bye, Samantha. Lots of love to you. So, unfortunately, I wish I could keep going, and I can't. So, Elix, tell everybody, where they can find you.
They can find me at Coach Elix, and also here at the station, WARA, every Friday at 1. And this Friday, we have an amazing show. The theme is going to be mission empowerment. It's all about re-examining, refocusing, and recreating, reinventing your life. And I have an awesome guest, Sheila James, the CEO and founder of St. James Media. So you got to tune in.
And I'll be there. We swap roles. I'm the co-host with Helix's show on Get a Grip. So make sure you check that out. Check out Mock's show, Mock's Jukebox, 3 to 5. Wednesdays right before mine, and you can find me and make appointments and readings, Stephen the Medium. I will keep everybody up to date on where this documentary is going, because you got to see it. You got to see my role in it. So Elix has seen it. I know Mark hasn't, but Elix, just quickly, am I good?
Again, after 30 years, the only answer to that question is absolutely. You're the best, Stephen. You're awesome. But the documentary is amazing, and yes, you are definitely a very important highlight in that documentary.
Yes, no, it was. I feel honored. Honestly, I feel honored that I was able to do that. That Frank, selected me as one of the mediums, and it has been like one of the best opportunities and experiences to get to film that. So it's been really, really, really great. I feel like I'm missing something else to say, but I can always pop on Facebook or Instagram, or just see me next Wednesday here. So
or Friday.
Friday, right? With Elix's show. So thank you, Mark, producing, and thank you everyone that called. And remember, I will say this, is that remember, you do not need, even though I love speaking to you, you don't need a medium to be able to connect with your loved ones. Just be open. Just make sure that you allow the universe to enter, stay in the present, and you will get your beautiful signs from your loved ones. With that said, everyone have a great night, and bye-bye.
Happy anniversary. Bye-bye.